Hi, this is Raj Marwal. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about the root cause of procrastinations. And though the reason behind this is that I have faced a lot of challenges when it's come to procrastinations because I have experienced. I can say that it is a chronic type of procrastinators when it's come to doing a creative work out of our comfort zone. Like I always want to start something my own, and for that to happen I looking around and seen the opportunity in the online business, like coaching business or the affiliate marketing or online education business, or we can say that it is the info product business. Though there is a lot of opportunity, but also there is lot of vagueness and lot of generalization is going there. Lot of controversies is happening there in online world because there is a lack of authenticity, lack of true vision or mission or the principles. Everything is very hectic, and when I think of myself, that I think, oh my god, this is huge thing, and I have to do all these things first. And whenever I try to jotting down how my or how our mentors is going to teach us, and then everything I putting aside, and I putting off the things which is necessary to do, which will give me the progress. But ultimately I procrastinate with a lot of reason. When it's come to procrastination, there is no one reason solid. We can say that this is the only one reason I'm procrastinating, because every individual has its own innate response mechanism or the execution mechanism throughout their life's experiences, expectations, standards, boundaries, and way of working the system, way of surrenderness, way of believingness, or the way to acceptance. And I am very miserable at all these things, and this took me enormous amount of time, which is now I am realizing that I did a big mistake. But again, there is a lot again there is a if we flip our mindset or flip our thinking process to all the setbacks, barriers and triggers, or the hindrance or the resistance for making or taking action, or having initiative on our plunge on the our own or passion work, or our curiosity work, because ambitious people are always curious. And I believe that I am one of the person who is very curious to know from the different domains of the subject, even though I'm working in a different field, my degree in the different field. But I always expand my or extend my mind to looking and taking nuances from the other domains of the field. And so I come to realize that though I was putting effort in learning, and learning mode become vicious cycle for me. So I understood that there is no making sense of learning unless and until we develop some skill. But throughout those days, or throughout the time that I have spent it, I always followed my curiosity. And the second thing is that we are we are habitual to make notes on since our we childhood. But when it's come to creative work, or when it's come to starting something new, we should not making notes, or we are not placing the insights or the learned stuff in robust or the sophisticated way, whether it's a diary, notebook, or some digital app. And everything mingling and everything happening in my mind. And now I come to understand that this is all the illusion, unless and until our psyche is not going to involve with us with by writing now. Because when we write, or we write, it will make a sense to us that what we have gone through far, and what is the insights patterns is coming through by observing those writing. So I now deliberately I started making notes on the digital applications, and this will making me so much easier. So there is a hell lot of regions, but I would and all the regions which I'm going to describe is all I have faced all these challenges, and I'm step by step overcoming all those challenges on one by one in a strategic manner. Because what I learned from the NLP is that if we blindly go through the flow of our programmed decisions and programmed way of approach, where we are operating from the past or operating from our lifestyle, it is not leads us to the destination where we want to reach or where we want to go. So I will give the 10 reasons, and those reasons or they are the root cause of the procrastination. So number one is the fear of failure. No matter you are expert or the a beginner level, there is always be fear of failure. So rather to fear of that, we should take a plunge of courage and start with the growth mindset. So instead of focusing on setbacks, we should focusing on the feedback. Number two is the overwhelm by the whole hell lot of task. Means that if we are in building our side business or building our side project, or we doing something along with our regular job, so there is always going to be big chaos. And if we are not refined and structured the allocation of time, our attention, our energy, and our effort, then this will lead to the overwhelm, because our brain's ability is to conserve the energy, and overwhelming causing us by making our brain fatigue by the decision we have to take. And we try to do lot of things at the same time at once with available time slot by sacrificing all the other areas of our life. So this is not good way to it to happen. There is a book called Getting Things Done, or the Stress Free Productivity, where uh, David Allen uh, David Allen is described the way of prioritization and simplification and categorization. So I started doing some changes on that, and now it will become so liberated, and I can clearly refined my to-do list, and it will making me lesser and lesser of overwhelmed. I know that this is my only slot where I can work, and so I have to cut lot of things instead of add lot of things. And third one is the setting the career goals. Everybody is talking about goals, and we try to set the goals at the end of the year, and there is a lot of hype going in digital media or every media, where we set our resolutions. We set ourselves goal that I'm going to break my smoking habit, I'm going to leave my bad habits, I'm going to make my this morning wake up routine or the evening routines. Even I have suffered lot of things, but if you don't figure out what is the rooted reason or the strong why behind that bad thing or the breaking our behaviors. And so if we align those strongest why or the burning desire to either getting rid of it or either start something, and if it is not clear, it is not in our vision, then it is likely to be going to be procrastinate again, and we go back to our self. And the third thing is the perfectionism. This is the become a pandemic for the knowledge worker or the online entrepreneurs, founders, or the coaches. And there is a lot of things on the plate, and we deal with different agendas. And if we solo planner, we have to take a decision by own, and there is no any kind of support or the accountability is there. And if we try to do by oneself, even though we know the factor, and still we following the same route, is causing us to become overwhelmed. And this overwhelmness is making us tired, making us very prone to the brain fatigue, and we going to become prone to procrastination. And the next is that out of all these things, and one thing I can deliberately practicing is that I am always asking myself reflective questions. Because when we ask the reflective question, for example, like if we are struggling, we fear about failure, then what reflective question we can ask? uh, we should ask to ourselves that we should ask the question in reverse of that uh, reason. It means that what if I could do one thing and I can know that by doing that I'm not going to fail at all. So this will slowing down our brain's beta brainwave, and we come always come down to the our central level, which is present self or the present moment, because everything is not in the present moment. Either we incline to the past, that is 95%, and we always too much focus on the future, and everything missing or everything required is in the center thing. So asking this or cultivating this kind of reflective questions make us more aware to the present moment and what needs to be fixed or what need to be changed in order to take the plunge or take the first initiative, which will propelling to the next thing, and which ultimately it is going to build a momentum and we can build something great. So that's all about the root cause of the procrastination, and slowly and gradually, by becoming aware and by taking notes and observing our patterns of doing the creative work, and this will bringing us more than any books or anything else, and ultimately it is going to give us the humongous rewards in the future, which we are desire to, which we are prone to be obtain or prone to be make things happen for us. So this is all about today's video, and thanks for watching.